Hola! Here are 5 stupid things I have noticed since last time.
Girl forced to apologize to rapist who then rapes her again. Here's a nice story to start with. In 2008, a girl who was a student at a middle school in Missouri informed the staff at the school that a fellow student had raped her. Instead of informing the juvenile authorities, which they were required by law to do, the school officials told the girl that they didn't believe her, talked her into recanting her accusation, and forced her to write a letter of apology to the boy who she accused of raping her and deliver it to him personally. Then, on top of all that, they expelled her for the rest of the year. But that's not the good part. Here's the best part. The following fall, the girl returned to school, and the same boy raped her again. This time, the girl's mother took matters into her own hands, took her to the authorities where she was given a medical examination and a DNA test which proved that she had been raped by the boy she accused of raping her in the first place the previous year. The boy was arrested and he pled guilty, and now the girl's family is suing that Missouri school district, and I hope they win. If only there were some way this could have been prevented. The breast milk baby for babies. A Spanish toy company is bringing its best-selling baby doll to the U.S., ingeniously named Breast Milk Baby, which allows young children to simulate breastfeeding. Just think, finally, thanks to this breakthrough educational tool, American women will grow up knowing how to breastfeed. You know, it's not even that I think it's necessarily that bad for the kids. I just think it's gross. East Coast earthquake. As you might have heard, there was an earthquake in Virginia on Tuesday, a 5.8 magnitude quake on the Richter scale. Some minor injuries to a few people, some minor damage to a few buildings in Washington, D.C. and Virginia. You think they'll start a relief fund for us in Japan? I mean, we had their backs. If this quake had happened on the West Coast, people would barely have even noticed it. But since it happened here, it's all anybody could talk about all week. The Herald Mail, our crude approximation of a local newspaper here in Washington County, for 2 days running had stories proclaiming that there was no damage from the quake. Thank God for Hurricane Irene, eh? Christian parents spank child to death. Kevin and Elizabeth Schatz are going to prison for the next 22 and 12 years, respectively. Their crime, spanking their daughter, Lydia. Since when is it a crime in this country for parents to discipline their children? Well, before you answer that question, I should probably mention that they spanked Lydia for 7 hours, and she subsequently died. Why did the Schatzes beat Lydia, and, by the way, their other 8 children as well, so severely? God told them to. The Schatzes took their parenting method from a book, To Train Up a Child, written by a couple of crazy Christian fundamentalists. There I go repeating myself again. Written by a couple of Christian fundamentalists who claim that disciplining your children through constant beatings is a form of love. Jesus loves hitting little children, all the children of the world. Texas. I get why those of us in the rest of the country might have a problem with Texas. The stupid hats, the obsession with amateur sports, the constant, unearned self-admiration, and I could go on. But what does Texas have against the rest of us? What did we ever do to Texas? We gave them all those military bases, which are their largest employer. We make movies and TV shows glorifying their creepy preoccupation with high school football, and every 4 years we give way too much attention to their craziest congressman. So what have the other 49/50ths of the United States done to deserve Rick Perry? He's just as dumb and phony as George W. Bush, but even more of a religious whack job, and now he's the front runner for the presidential nomination of the Republican Party. Thanks, Texas, for forcing me to root for Mitt Romney. Hope you're happy. The hardest part is only picking 5. See you next time.